Hello, yeehaw! Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I'm the guy that can't get his hat on right. I'm Guy, the White Blues fan, and this is the show that is by a fan, for the fan, and about you, the fan. And there's the Blues that we all know and hate. Wow, what a crap ass period. Really, really funny. Not gonna disagree with you there, Chris. Not gonna disagree with you. Yeah, that's what we expect in the first. At least they waited to the second to do it, with a 2-0 lead. But again, if you come out in the third, Vancouver wins this game. You can't come out, have a 2-0 lead, and come out and play like it doesn't matter. And that's what you saw there. You absolutely saw a team come out and play like it doesn't matter. They didn't take a shot until almost at like 9-minute mark. Right? It was like 11-0 before they got a shot off. Like I said, that's the Blues that we all know and hate. Ashley, can we get a pass in the neutral zone?
Apparently, it's not going to happen very often.
I think I saw one, maybe two, right? I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I seeing something that doesn't make sense? Is my concern over the neutral zone something that
it's not wrong? I mean, we would have a lot more momentum if we would be able to pass it through there while we're moving. Now, some of the passes we are getting, they're standing still and then they got to start, so it's slower.
Right? There's no consistency. There's no control. There's no. God, I know I talk about this, and I got to get one of my chess buddies on here someday. The center of the board, the center of the ice is so freaking important. You can't, you have to defend it and attack it, right? If they're defending it, you attack it. If they're attacking it, you defend it. But at the same time, you can attack while you defend, right? And that's the thing. You have to find that momentum, that opening of when it's the right time to attack. And I don't see that at all. We let Vancouver be in their zone too much in that period. Aaron, I'm absolutely with you there, my friend. It's nice to be winning. I see the effort tonight. I don't. After that second, nope. I disagree with that, Matt Lowe. Got to get shots on goal, and we're 0-2 on the power play against the worst penalty kill in the league. Got to capitalize. I give it up to Vancouver. They're playing a smart penalty kill, right? They have collapsed their penalty kill. And that's what they do against better penalty kill teams. They collapse it, but they don't do it against everybody, and that's why they're such a bad penalty kill team. And then when they do collapse it, teams get them out of that collapse. They get them to pull forward. They get them to be around there. The boys are happy because we are winning. I don't think they're happy at all. I think they played like absolute dog doo-doo. They played like dog in that period. I'm getting good with that button. What did you send? What does, my ears are bad, so I can't hear what Leia's saying.
Oh, she said, let's go Blues again.
Okay. It's really hard for me because Allie's in there to catch it, and with everything else playing, so I got to listen to it separately. It's like when I have Jose's granddaughter on. I didn't know what she was saying until Jose actually told me.
Yeah.
Right? That she's wearing a Canadian tuxedo and Let's Go Blues. I couldn't hear it, My ears are that bad. It's like when I went to that concert, I felt more of the vibrations now than I heard it. Right? Like I didn't hear a lot of the songs, the words, until I finally was able to get up close. Gonna have to get that deaf sticker here sooner or later. You just got tagged.
I know.
Well, we got another hi. I'm not sure where that one's coming from. Welcome again. If you're watching, and I tried to pull this up just a little bit later, a little bit earlier. Now I don't have it up. I never get what I want when I want. I can't get what I want when I need it. Oh, what's that song? Caroline Jones. He doesn't give me what I want when I want, but he gives me what I need when I need it. Right? It's Lana.
Hefner's wife.
Yeah, yep. Lana, how are you doing? Welcome. I know John is probably sleeping or at work or both.
Probably both.
Yeah, they have killed 20 of 22 penalties in the last few games. The Canucks, their PK is rolling. Yeah. And I didn't think that our PK was that bad. Colorado 90. Where's the desire? You know what, Chris? It doesn't matter. I mean, I get you're a stats guy, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. That where the teams are in the standings just don't matter at all to me, right? Get in the playoffs. Get a good matchup. You know, you match up well against Minnesota, and even with them getting Fleury, you know, I still see them matching up well. You know, they don't have Fleury needs a solid. Not a solid defense, but he needs a forward playing defense, right? Oh yeah, well we are, and you know, kind of is what it is, my friend, and I don't like it any more than you do. He just reminded me of something. I'm trying to come up with something here real quick. See if I can get it up. And no, that didn't work right? That actually didn't. That did not come out well at all. Right? And you know what, Bob, I'm going to tell you something. This, if I can figure things out, I'm learning, getting faster. This is how we roll, going up 2-0 into the third. Why are you giving me that look?
Didn't have sound.
Oh, it didn't again?
Nope.
But
I did the head bob with him.
Say again?
I did the head bob with him.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Ain't I good at that? I'm going to figure it out sooner or later. Yeah, I got to get that you got to, on one thing, it'll keep it clicked. On the other thing, you got to click it every time. So it's hard when you're trying to do this, you know, in a producer and a talking role, it gets hard to catch everything. I'm basically saying we lack the desire and the intensity right now. I don't think that that's a completely true statement. It's like a toxic relationship brewing and needs to be stopped before it totally cripples us. You know, now you're good on that, but it's not a lack of intensity thing. There's something going on that is very deep within that team that we don't know about, that's not being talked about, that's not being reported, and it's starting to come out. Ashley, do you think Parayko is playing better with Letty or about the same?
I think that they're doing well together.
Yeah, I'll go about the same. I don't think it's raised his game at all.
Oh, I don't think it's raised it, but they're doing well together.
Yeah. Thoughts on the game? We're talking about that. Least favorite team. I don't have a least favorite team. I mean, I'll never.
Colorado is my least favorite team.
I'll never root for the Blackhawks, but I want them to be good, you know? So I don't know if you can put that. I'd say Nashville. Nashville would come into that. Bob's I'm getting jiggy with it. Somebody got jiggy with it last night, didn't they? Let them switch Barbie with Thomas. Russians play with. I agree with that. I've been on that for a while, Jeff. I've absolutely been on that for a while. I thought that should have been happening long before now.
I'm more curious about that one.
Uh-oh. Least, not last. No,
we got it, buddy. And yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm the Avalanche or the Avalanche. I just, you know, I'm not.
I hate them. I
don't like their fan base. They've got
I hate everything about them. They're owned by a Kroenke. I hate their players. I hate their fans.
Uh-oh. Yes, because you thought that the locker room was good. I'm not saying that this is like a major locker room issue, but there's something between. I think it's between the players and the coaching staff. To be honest with you, right?
I don't even think it's the whole coaching staff. I think it's the players in Berube. I don't think they like being called arrogant.
It comes down there. When it comes to his play, his price was a little steep. Yeah, it was steep, right? And that other defenseman we got, a 31-year-old minor leaguer, doesn't help us at all, and he'll never see a blue note on his chest. Never. Don't sugarcoat it, Ashley. Right? That I have to. Right now, I think they are the best team in the league, but I don't think just because they're the best team in the league that they're going to win the cup. I really don't. The Canucks are the worst after they beat us in the playoffs. They were just, I remember that. They were kind of, but you know what? For a team that shouldn't even have been in the playoffs, that was pretty good for them. Actually, no, they were one of the teams that should have been in the playoffs. They would have been in the top 8. On that exact page, Ashley, if I was an Avs fan, I'd say take me to the woodshed. Now, the problem with it's just they're a transplant, and they're I talked about this with my buddy. It's to say the Avs have the exact same problem that Florida has. It's a transplant city, right? And because it's a transplant city, really, in all actuality, Colorado, Denver is not much of a sports town. Other than the Broncos, they don't really support. They barely support the Rockies. I know the Nuggets don't get a lot of support. And then you've got in Florida, they don't support the Rays. They bandwagon Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers, and that's it's a city where the majority of the people, like Honolulu, the majority of the people that live here aren't from here, right? They're not from here. They're from somewhere else. So Hawaii football doesn't do well here when you think it would. So there's things like that. I like the Rockies. I've always liked it. I remember when. To me, the greatest pitching effort that I've ever seen was Hideo Nomo going up while he was on the Dodgers, going up there in that bandbox of a ballpark and throwing a beautiful no-hitter, right? Getting a whole bunch of ground balls, getting, just strikeouts and that. So I'll always remember that.
Sammy, I am with you. Let's get back onto hockey. I've been saying this since he went out.
No, I do not agree with that.
I agree with it 100%. When he had COVID, we went into our first major losing streak, and Falk looks lost without Krug.
Yeah, well, I don't see
I've never been with you on the separate the two, really. So
well, every time they separate them, they seem one of them gets a goal.
I disagree. They play really well together, and we're missing
ozone
Krug.
Possession time. Blues are just under 5 minutes, and the Canucks jumped up to 432. Blues only had 8 shots that period, 9 shots, right? Guy disagrees with everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, she took it. I put it up. She takes it down.
And Dale agrees.
Hey.
And Tammy's with me. Look at this.
They can be with you all they want. That's what they get to be. I don't see it. And I know every time I get them separated that something good happens, right? And I ask for them to be separated.
Nothing good happens when they're separated.
Huh?
Nothing good happens when they're separated.
They always score. Falk gets goals when they get separated, right? I don't know if we need to catch them on shots. We need better shots, and we need to limit their shots. That's what we need to do. I think it comes down to limit shots. I don't know, Callie Rosen. He's a journeyman, so he's playing well. He knows what he's doing. Right, JT, we're going to talk about that, your comments there in the post-game show, towards the end of the post-game show, when Ashley can say, screw you, guy, I'm out of here, because she's not a baseball person. But see, all sports are great. Man, we're getting good. 19, and I think it popped into 21s, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, they had 9 shots and 9 shots. That is horrible. I'm with you on that. You can't win games.
2, or that there was the game that we only took 1 shot in a period. Yeah. So I'll take 8. I'm not crabbing about it.
Yeah, but you've got to be able. You can't give up. You can't wait. Give them 11 shots before you take 1.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I'm just saying it could always be worse.
You're right. It could be worse, but you've got to play a little bit sharp. You got to come out in the third and take them out of this game.
Oh,
You've
I agree
got
with
to
that
score.
too.
You've got to score in the third. They took 17 shots in the third to your 9. Right?
I mean, seconds.
Almost doubled you up. You can't allow that. That just, I mean, that's not, it just doesn't work. The Blues, 6 giveaways. They have 3 takeaways. Vancouver has 9 takeaways and 4 giveaways. Right? Right there. Face-offs are pretty much even. To me, that's where this game is, that period. Well, that's something that the Blues have got to work on. You've got to control the puck. You've got to be able, you keep floating back and not challenging guys coming through the neutral zone. You don't challenge them when they have the puck. You have to challenge them, right? And until you start challenging them, it's just not going, you're not going to get, you're not going to win the games that you should be winning. You have to challenge them. You have to get takeaways. Yeah, well, if you're going to say that, you're just going to, your comments are banned for the rest of the show. For the rest of this show.
Absolutely not.
Yes, they are. For the rest of this show, they are.
I like JT. Let him comment.
Come on, he's putting that up there just to get me to disagree. Husso's not even close
This
to
is
a lead.
Exactly why he's got to do it. I love when you disagree.
Vancouver's down 2-0 starting the second. They should have outshot us. Like you say, Guy, every team can win. No, they can. And what's going to have to happen now, Ashley's getting some love. I'm not, but hey,
I love you guys too.
I don't disagree with everything. I'm very opinionated. That's why you either like me or you hate me. Right?
Sometimes I think Guy just likes to argue, but
oh, I do. I won't argue that point.
No, see, I can get him to agree with me anytime.
Yeah, there you go. Now the post game's almost up. Or not the post game. The intermission's almost up, guys. This is great. I will see you all at the post game show. I love it. Thank you, man. This was a good one.